can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the things that I know Brian Dable and the Giants loved about Jackson Dart is every step of his career. From high school in Utah to USC to Ole Miss, he just kept getting better and better and better. How about the first QB to lead Ole Miss Rebels to back-to-back 10-win seasons in over 80 years? That's what they're getting in their first-round pick.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Well, we know they're comfortably into the postseason already. You just hope that no one else is added to this list on the eve of the playoffs.
And this is so hard. You do try to exercise as much caution as you can with how they're going to play guys today. But you got to still play the game. I know their team wants, everybody in that locker room wants everyone available. And they will do all they can to get themselves ready in their pursuit of the Super Bowl. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's caught right side by Johnson. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400. And he was still thriving, driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With this mindset, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week. Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Prescott here from the gun. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forwards and an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They call it 1, maybe 2 yards in the end, Brock. It's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Colson and Devo's got it.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Here we go.
Start on the ground here. Tracy. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Going to the ground again on first. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go.
Darts out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, he's going to run for it.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
And it's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets him around 6 there. Tyler Newman with the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On second down, a run with Williams. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he'll get it up to the 44. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Still inches to go on 3rd down. Running for the marker with Williams. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Just about a yard to the markers. They're going to take the risk and go for this. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Throw cut by his running back. And that's a quick stop there before he can do anything with it. That tackle forces the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
They go right back to Tracy. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
It's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. No, sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he's in position to lead the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Dak now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. This ball is caught by Tolbert. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now here comes the New York offense. And this weather, Brock, has been disrupting a lot of what both of these teams are trying to do. At this point, you gotta wonder who's going to switch up their game plan first.
Yeah, when you practice indoors or out under the clear skies, you don't get a lot of this. It is coming down on them.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. That's going to bring up 4th down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Going left side, Williams with it. He did well to shake off one tackle partner. The next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Bronco, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Into the hands of Pickett. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They've got 1st down here from the 36. 1st down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Prescott to throw once more. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. This lay after the 20 after the touchback. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Now go play action. Here's Dart. Hits him on the in route. And he drives it up to the 24. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Space past the 35. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So 1st down from the 41.
It's a gain of 18.
Let's go now.
Here's Tracy once more. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. It's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Cowboys going with a dime package now. 3rd down. Now Dart. Hyatt with the ground. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He's got this at the 27. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And it's been a very slow start offensively. Let's see if this drive is the one they can break through and put up the game's first points. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Dak out of the pistol. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Look like he picked up a couple. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
50-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Prescott. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
A gain of 12 yards.
1st and 10. Prescott has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That's completed right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to give them their first points of the ball game.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Ravens are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. Next up, it's the rematch of last year's NFC title game. Commanders-Eagles from the Link in Philly. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. Can't find an open receiver, so he tucks it, and he's going to go, and go, and go. The Eagles will be a part of this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the rookie from Tennessee, Dylan Sampson. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, not much offense to talk about. Just 1 field goal on the board. 3-0 the score. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he he charges ahead, but snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Another run for Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Well, we know they're comfortably into the postseason already. You just hope that no one else is added to this list on the eve of the playoffs.
And this is so hard. You do try to exercise as much caution as you can with how they're going to play guys today. But you got to still play the game. I know their team wants, everybody in that locker room wants everyone available. And they will do all they can to get themselves ready in their pursuit of the Super Bowl. You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Wow, and he somehow finds the ball amid the blizzard here to make the fair catch. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Darts looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, New York. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Williams now on 1st and 10. Space past the 35. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Cowboys
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Here's Prescott. That throw finds Pickens. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Give on second here to Blue. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. First and 10 from the 43. On the give, it's Blue. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. The third down run with Blue. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a third-quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll motion Slayton left. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. Oh, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Let's go. Hawks 70, Hawks.
Darts out of the shotgun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. The Cowboys and Jaden Blue ready to take over once again. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. A gain of 8.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to have a few looks at a touchdown here as he gets it down to the 8. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Cowboys first down.
Who gets the handoff? And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal. Blue can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Up the middle, Blue. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it 4th and short.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What?
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready? 70 left.
A give right side to Tracy. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th.
a double. Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
All right, here we go. Second down.
60 Eagles.
To throw, here's Dart. He completes it in traffic. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Shut up. Bronco.
Throw here, third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
At the 29-yard line.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Look like he picked up a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Gets himself free. Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break. They finally get him to the ground.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
It's Tracy on second down. And it's so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
From the gun, here's Dart. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Throwing on third. Here's Dart. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Tag. Panthers 60. Panthers.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First down from the 42. They'll start the drive with blue. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On first down, it's blue. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, here's Dak. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
12-yard line.
Going with blue here. And they take this in for the score.
Touchdown.
The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line.
Yeah, here we
Will
go.
line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
To kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. This is a heater going deep. It connects on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
2 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So it's 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Dart gonna throw again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Ready? Hot, Cougar 19.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Cowboys about set to take over. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Blue gets it. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Has him on the quick hitter. Hits some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 43. They'll run the toss to Blue. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down. Now Blue. Escapes a defender. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They run 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. Handoff here to Sanders. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Blue. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. This will be the final play of the game. They'll run this with Blue. He will not get to the end zone on our final play. That's the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.